Welcome to Make Web Better. So hello everyone. In this video, we will see how we can set up a workflow which will trigger after the payment of any FormPay form. And in this workflow, you can do stuff like sending payment notification to your customers, or you can send notification within your team, or you can create a task for any sales representative after the payment is received. Do this kind of stuff. So for this, we have to set up a FormPay account, and in which we will need to create a FormPay form. I've already created the form and with the Stripe gateway. And now we can move to the HubSpot part and create the workflow. So I will be creating a workflow from scratch using a blank workflow here. First of all, we will need to set up a trigger. We will select the trigger on an event which will be form submission because we will be using the HubSpot form. So I've selected the form submission trigger, and in the form submission, we will be selecting the form which we have used in our FormPay for creating the payment form. I have selected the payment form. So once the payment form is submitted, the contact will be enrolled in this workflow. Further, we will need to add some condition to identify if the payment is actually made or not. After the form submission, FormPay will sync some information to HubSpot, which will include the payment and data. But there is a slight delay between form submission and data sync. Usually it is only for some seconds, but yeah, there is some delay. So we will need to add a delay in workflow so data is synced. So delay will be based on the event, the updating of property. You can choose that the property value change event, and the property which we'll be using is last payment status. So FormPay creates some custom properties and sync information in those properties. It is one of them. So yeah, we'll be using last payment status, and the status will be success. You can set up the condition based on other status as well. But for this workflow, we will be using success status. So if the payment is success, the condition will be fulfilled and contact will move forward in the workflow. Also, we have to set up the maximum delay the workflow should wait for checking this condition. Now, save this section, and it will create a branch with event criteria met and event criteria not met. Next, we will set up the actions which should trigger when criteria is met. Next, we will set up the actions which should trigger when criteria is met. First, we have to send a notification to self for new payment. For that, we will select the Send Internal Email Notification action. In that first, we need to select the user which should receive the notification. Next, we will add a subject line. Then we will add a basic email body. We can select some tokens to add the dynamic values. Let's select the last payment currency and last payment amount to show amount in the email. Save the email and the action will be added in the branch. Now let's create another action to create a task for the sales rep to follow up with the customer. Go to CRM, select Create a Task. Enter the task title. Leave the other fields default. You can configure them as per your need. Save the action, and the workflow is ready to publish. Next, we have to publish it and see it in action. So I'll not publish this workflow because I've already created a workflow and tested it. We will be using that one. You can see that the workflow is same. I have used the same trigger and the actions are also the same. First is Send Internal Email Notification, and the second is Create Task. Now, head over to FormPay and see it in action. Now to trigger this workflow, we have to create a submission using FormPay form. So for that, I'll be using a FormPay form which is already set up for payment. It is a simple payment form. Let's open this form and complete the payment. Let's fill out this form and enter the form details. Now enter the payment credentials and complete the payment. The payment is successful. Now it should appear in the FormPay transactions. So it is there in the FormPay. It is synced over HubSpot. Now open this contact in HubSpot so you can see all the activities. Now here you can see all the activities from where the form is submitted and the contact is enrolled in the simple payment workflow that we have created and also the FormPay payment has been received. These are the payment details and some activity made over the deal. This looks good. Also, you can see that the custom properties have been synced like last payment amount, last payment status. Now the payment notification should be sent over the admin email. So let's see if the payment notification is sent to the email. As you can see, I've received the email notification. In the notification email, we have the dynamic values like the payment currency and the payment amount. So it is working as expected. Now let's check if the task is created or not. For that, we need to head over to Task tab. You can see the task is also listed. Follow up with the customer and it should appear in the activity section as well. So both of the actions have been completed using Workflow. Apart from that, if you want to achieve some other use cases like sending notifications to your customers, you can do that as well with the help of workflows, setting up the action for sending the email to the customer or the contact. Also, if you want to trigger any third-party API, you can do that using Post a Webhook workflow action. It is provided in the workflow actions. You can achieve a lot with the help of workflows. You can set up the workflow with any kind of payment, whether it is link-based payment or form-based or even a quote-based payment. FormPay syncs all the payment-related information into custom properties, which you can utilize for designing your workflows and boosting your revenue. This is all for today. Feel free to drop a comment if you have any questions or need further clarification about any part of this video. Also, remember to show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing. I'll catch you in the next video.